Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum and good evening to Dr. Siti Aminah. Today, we from Group A1, Part 7, will present the Principles Challenges for Management in a Global Environment, Assignment 3. The group members is first Nur Daniesya binti Kasmin, second Nur Alisya Idzlin binti Rashid, third Norsyahirah binti Muhammad Khairul Nizam, me myself Ellisa Natasya binti Rosli, and lastly Elnita Abravila Janice. The chosen company for this assignment is Lotus. So the background company Lotus is Lotus, or also known as Tesco Lotus, is a Thailand retail chain created by Sharon Pokphand CP Group. The Lotus was founded in 1994 by the CP Group with its initial location at Sikon Square. In 1998, British supermarket operator Tesco purchased a portion in the Lotus Supercenter network to become Tesco Lotus. In 2003, CP Group sold the majority of its remaining Tesco Lotus shares. On March 9, 2020, CP Group presented the winning proposal to reacquire Tesco Lotus, in addition to Tesco operations in Malaysia for around 10 billion. Rebranding of the purchased shops was scheduled to commence in February 2021, with the Lotus corporate branding taking the place of Tesco. As a result of Lotus purchased Tesco in Malaysia, it now runs 64 stores in the nation. Next, I will present to the next presenter.
Natasha. Next, we go to the organization chart. So, organization chart is a graphical representative of each employee relationship, duties, and responsibility within the organization. In this study, our organization is Sharon Pokphand Group, CP Group, who main shares in Lotus Malaysia. Okay, so in this organization chart, the top management is directed by board of director. So function of board director is to establish the company vision, mission, core values, strategies, policies, and goals. And board of director of CP Group is Sopakish Charavanan. And then under the board of director, there are having executive board, which is function to oversee the implementation of strategic plan and the performance of the company operation. And it is directed by Supercharge Sheravanan. Under executive board, there are executive committee and in specialized in Lotus Malaysia, it is directed by Kenneth Chua as the president, and then Susmita Paul, Chief Operating Officer in retail, and then Vivian Yap, Executive Director in customer, and then Aziza Bazura Azmin, Executive Director that focus on corporate service, and then Miroslav Prim, Executive Director in term of property, Bonnie Young, Executive Director in finance and accounting, and last but not least, Lee Meli, Commercial Director. Next, we go on to the planning in this Lotus mission. Okay, basically, within the widespread of COVID-19, we went through different phases of movement control order MCO that began in March 2020. So during this phase, Malaysian economy showed a decline due to many sectors being prohibited from opening a business. However, it is quite different to the Lotus measure since it is still remain open. However, there are a few planning new norms that need to be applied to the Lotus. So begin with, Lotus have planned to establish a safe and secure shopping environment as the standard of operation SOP that guided by the government. It is where the operation hour of the supermarket is limited from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. only. And then the mandatory profile check in terms of body temperature, wearing a mask, and COVID-19 risk status before entering the premise. And then also they are provided a ton of hand sanitizer in many locations in the supermarket to ensure all shoppers sanitize before shop. And then there are a new practice that being implemented smart implement into the staff of the Lotus, where they need to practice the smart attitude. The smart attitude is represent S for simple, where the staff will make complex things easier for everyone. And then M is motivate, where the staff are need to passionately step ahead for the customer. And then A, agile, where the staff will always act and adapt fast to provide the best for the customer. And then R, responsible, where the staff will always professional and ethical to the all customer and shopper. And last but not least, T represent transformative, which means the staff will always innovate to help everyone to have a better life and experience while shopping at the premise. So by applying this kind of service will increase the customer satisfaction and also reduce the time consumption for the customer in the store. So by this, it is reduce the number of customer in the premise. And then empower Lotus online store uh, in e-commerce. Okay, so the planning to empower Lotus online store seem easier and more mobile to the shopper to have a convenient shopping experience. Lotus store management team came up with idea to launch online grocery store that deliver groceries to client in each city or region. So as result, the customer does not need to go outside to the store while they can having online shopping from home. Next, I will pass to the next presenter.
Okay, thank you, Shira. So Lotus business strategy focus on four key areas: in increasing feedback and understanding client needs, and one the first step in analyzing the Lotus business model. Lotus can reach its customer and sell and distribute its good and service by doing that. So during the pandemic COVID-19, the finance department of Lotus collaborated with other departments to enable the fast implementation of significant operation adjustment, which was a crucial part of the company's early response to the crisis. The company more than doubled its ability to fulfill 1 million online grocery orders per week. So when the crisis was at its worst, Lotus hired around 50,000 extra temporary workers to supplement the workforce it already had working on the shop floor in distribution center and as delivery driver. So next, the financial staff I'm sorry. For the second point is next, the financial staff implemented remote working in the initial stages of the crisis, joining many others across the nation. The organization culture already supported the approach, which was a significant factor in the easy transition. So according to the steward, the financial team has a highly open policy toward flexible working to encourage a better work-life balance. So this allowed them to work remotely without problems because they were already familiar with the necessary technology. So I'll pass to the next presenter.
Thank you, Danisha. So next, I will talk about the leadership in the Lotus Malaysia. So, first, leader is assembling a guiding team and making sure that there is a strong group with the leadership. So, there are few traits that the leader should have, such as credibility, communication ability, authority, and analytical skill. So, in this COVID-19, as we all know that many retail business had difficult condition as consumers tend to either or switch to online consumption as the e-commerce grow. So, Kenneth Chua, the president of the Lotus Malaysia, has made a various of effort to enhance the sale of the Lotus Malaysia and to help the employment in the Malaysia. First, in response to the government appeal to create the job for nation following the high unemployment rate brought by the COVID-19. So, Lotus Malaysia offer 200 permanent position to job seeker at their Bukit Beruntung DC site. And as we all know that Lotus Malaysia has purchased the Tesco Malaysia in December 2020. Next. as Shira mentioned before, that Lotus Malaysia also developed the e-commerce so that more customer can choose to shop online to preserve the social distance during the COVID-19 outbreak. And Lotus Malaysia keep on growing its e-commerce platform by collaborating with the other market and third parties to enhance the shopping online platform. The president of the Lotus Malaysia also keep up to date about the customer is and customer needs and have more customer buy so that customer can have more customized buying experience. So they use the advanced information technology so that the company will able to collect the data to understand the customer need. So that's all.
Controlling. So controlling is the last major management function that helps to ensure the success of a company. It is effective control can ensure to deliver an excellent output to company. So these are the two controlling that has been conducted by the Lotus during the COVID-19. First, they form a strategic alliance and partnership with over 60 brands, which provide the most significant discount on essential. With the use of social media to promote their strategic purchases, they use Facebook, and by these strategy, a Lotus sale can be maintained. And next, by using the Lotus Smart app, which is My Lotus, which is it is online purchasing platform where people can buy things they want without going to the store, and the things that they buy will be delivered to their home, as during the COVID-19 all people were quarantined at their home. So using the COVID-19 epidemic, Lotus can expand their business as they have benefit more than they have suffered. Moving on to the next presenter.
Thank you, Elnita. So, in conclusion, although the spread of COVID-19 has given an impact to all business industry in the world, but it is the opposite for Lotus Company. Lotus took the opportunity to purchase Tesco Malaysia to expand their business. However, Lotus Company experienced lack of customer to visit their store as the government announced for total lockdown during the pandemic. So Lotus, they started using four fundamental management, which are planning, organizing, leading, and controlling, which helped them to come up with plans to keep their business running during the pandemic. This shows that the management team at Lotus has a strong desire to grow and enhance their business even under challenging circumstances. That's all from us. Thank you.